Audrey Allison, and this is your April 2015 forecast for the month. Thank you for joining me, and thanks for subscribing and for liking and tuning in and sharing these forecasts. I really appreciate your support. Let's start off the month with a lunar eclipse, shall we? We have our full moon total lunar eclipse at 14 degrees Libra. This is affecting... Oh wow, okay, this is a trip. I'm sitting under this this umbrella, and there's a huge tree above me, and this squirrel's walking on the tree, but all I see is the shadow on top of the umbrella. I thought this animal was just walking on top of the umbrella for a second. Sorry about that. Anyway, let's start this again. Okay, total lunar eclipse, 14 degrees Libra. Okay, Libra is your 9th house. This is foreign travel. I don't recommend travel in or over an eclipse. However, you have to do what you have to do in life. But the 9th house, you know, there's a broadening of your mind, metaphysical, spirituality, how you are, your belief system, how you are thinking, what you are believing in. This could be opening up for you. There could be an awareness, an illumination in the 9th house, things that are now seen that need to be seen. You could study, you know, this is school, this is higher education. But eclipses bring things to an ending, so you could be ending a course. You could be ending something that you started this year. But you know, eclipse energy lasts for several months. Anywhere between 3 to 6 months you can feel this energy. But I think it makes sense if you're ending a course at this time, or if you're ending actually a trip, if you're returning at that time. On the 8th of April, Jupiter goes direct. So this is a good thing at 12 degrees Leo. This is your 7th house. So Jupiter will still be in your 7th house of relationships, partnerships, marriage, business partnerships through August 11th of this year. Now that he's direct, he can really do what he does best, which is bring on the optimism, bring on the faith and the abundance, the expansion of this sector of the 7th house, bringing in your relationship, your partnership. He still has some time with you, because even through mid-August, he can still bring that in a big way for you because of the trine that he's still very much included in with Uranus, who's stationed in Aries, another fire sign. Uranus trining Jupiter in Leo. Abrupt and sudden expansion, sudden luck, a sudden opportunity. This works seriously magic for your 7th house from now until August 11th. So good luck with that, Aquarius. I feel positive stuff about that for you. On the 11th of April, Venus enters Gemini. Venus, the planet of love and money, entering a very social sign of Gemini. This is the 5th house of romance for you, though. Ooh, 7th house, 5th house, light it up. Let's go. 5th house of connection, dating, creativity, and children. So the 5th house, Venus is beautifying this sector for you. Your relationships with your children are blessed if you have them through the 7th of May. Also, you know, money arriving for creative endeavors, for risk-taking. Money arriving for gambling, if you're into that. That's the 5th house of sports and betting. Love me a good bet. So that's fun, because you have about good 3 weeks with Venus in that social sector for you. Well, Gemini being social in the 5th house. Venus in your 5th, governed by Gemini, is what I'm trying to say. It's such a beautiful placement. Now make sure you watch your ascendant sign, because that's actually more accurate for specific natal transits according to your natal chart. But this is great for a solar scope as well. Now on the 14th, Mercury makes a transit into Taurus. So this is your 4th house through April 30th, because he'll transit twice this year. That's how quick he is. So Mercury, communications, information, details, analysis, into Taurus, the 4th house of home, foundation, the mom, the deep-seated root. The fourth house is the lowest house on the astrological wheel. Where do you come from? Where the environment in which you've come from, you could hear from that area of town. Communications coming in from the home or to the home or from people that you used to know from home. On the 16th, Pluto, who's been comfortably budge-free, he's not moving in Capricorn. He's right smack in the middle at 15 degrees and will be so for quite a few years. He's retrograding. He's going in even deeper into Capricorn. So this is your 12th house. You know, Aquarius, excuse me, Pluto retrograding in your very quiet spiritual house is bringing an intensity and a depth to your own intuitive abilities, your own premonitions, your psychic ability. Also, your dreams, your actual REM sleep dreams that you have feel like they're informative. Feel like you should be maybe writing them down. Pluto retrograding there could give you some information that needs to be heard. On the 18th, we have our new moon at 28 degrees Aries. We love this because this is the third house of communications for you, Aquarius. You are getting... You're getting what you need is what I just heard. You're getting what you need. And that could apply to a lot of different things, but with the third house, this is contracts, negotiations, local travel. You could sign documents. The new moon could bring in a new client, a new agreement, local travel, siblings, and neighbors, neighborhood action with the third house. Focus your intentions on what information are you waiting on? Is something on hold for you, Aquarius? Are you waiting to sign something for something to come through to make it official? I think that the time to do so will be the last 2 weeks of April. Well, from the 18th on. On the 20th of April, the sun moves into Taurus. I love that. The sun going into Taurus for you, Aquarius, will always affect your fourth house of home and foundation. So the sun will be conjunct Mercury when he enters there. I feel like a lot of you Aquarians are healing, interesting. I meant to say hearing from your past. Healing from your past, interesting. Where's Chiron? Neptune. Chiron's in Neptune. What am I saying? Pisces, ruled by Neptune. Okay. The reason I'm going off on a tangent, sorry, is because I said the word healing, and when I think of that, I think of Chiron, the wounded healer. And he's conjunct Neptune, stationed in Pisces. So, you know, he'll be squaring that Gemini aspect, or the Mercury and the Sun in Gemini. So maybe you are going through some stressful opposition in regards to the fourth house. Maybe it is regarding mom, tension with the mother figure or some aspect of where you came from. You know, the sun is so positive and warm. I don't really feel like this is negative. The square does bring on tension, but try to realize that your past does not makes you who you are, but doesn't mean you're who that is right now, if that makes sense. You aren't the person from that situation at this very moment. You can't possibly be, because everybody changes so much and learns and grows. So I don't know why I'm saying this, so maybe it's helping a few of you. Don't think that you have to be stuck in a way that no longer serves you in regards to your past. Now Mercury makes his second transit again on the 30th into Gemini, where he'll be conjunct Venus then. But this is the fifth house. Listen to this. Mercury is very quick. You know, he's transiting around a lot. But on the 30th of April, when he goes into Gemini in your fifth house, he's going to be there until July 8th, because he's going to end up retrograding in May at 14 degrees and then be retrograding all the way back to the 3rd degree of Gemini and then have to go through Gemini all over again. So Mercury is slowing up in the sign that he naturally governs of Gemini. He's taking a big breather in there. This is your 5th house of children, communications with the children, information, communications coming in and information about creative endeavors and romance, dating, lighthearted adventure. I love that. So let me get to your cards and see what is up, Aquarius. If you'd like to read with me, I am available all through the week, and I'm at audreyallison.com. And you can find me also on Facebook at Audrey Alison Astrology and Tarot. All right, Aquarius. Let's see. 3 of Wands. I love this card very much. This is foreign travel. This is the lunar eclipse. This is going abroad. What's up? You might be going somewhere. You might be planning trips or keeping it here. The sun. The sun. This is the best card in the deck. Happiness, warmth, marriage, soulmate energy, your 7th house where Jupiter is. But also the sun itself. The sun is in Aries right now. So that is working for you. You know, you have, well, you got Uranus, Mercury, the sun, and the new moon in Aries this year, which sextiles your 1st house, but there's a lot of spontaneous energy with Uranus in Aries. And, oh, you know what's so interesting? I've got the moon as the 3rd card. So the sun and the moon are here. Now I want to say something different. I shouldn't talk while I'm turning these over because this is the absolute eclipse. The sun and the moon opposite each other. And the Empress. Holy crap. Okay, let's look at these. So the 9th house. The 3 of Wands is, it's also, if you're not literally traveling, 3 of Wands is replenishment. A new wave of reinforcement to gain your warmth. There is intuition surrounding you. This is your 12th house. Ooh, Aquarius, your reading is pretty spot on and as far as the tarot. And then your 5th house of children that I mentioned, that's so active. So at the time of the eclipse between the sun and the moon, your creativity's picking up. You're fertile. Your fertility's picking up. So watch all that. Creativity, motherhood, the connection with your 4th house, the Empress, the motherhood. A lot of information coming through for Aquarius in connection with your past this month, with your mothers, with where you were when you were born. You could go back there. You could go back to that place. The eclipse is bringing in closure from this area for you, Aquarius, for those of you that need it. Thanks for joining me. I'm happy to see you, and I will see you next month. My name is Audrey Allison. Have a sweet day. Bye.